And welcome everybody into Tiger Talk. Stewart Shelby alongside Neville head football coach Mike Collins, fresh off a Friday night victory over the St. Thomas More Cougars. They took care of St. Thomas More 30-7. Coach, welcome in.
Hey, thanks, Stewart. Appreciate it.
I'd like to remind everybody we are live at Melvin's Restaurant as we are every Wednesday evening at 6:30. Come out and join us so we can, join the fun here at Melvin's and let their staff treat you to some tasty food, and you get to talk to the Tiger coaches and some of the players and all that stuff. So make some time in the upcoming weeks. Got a great crowd here tonight, and we appreciate that. Before we get going, we got to wish Skip a happy birthday back there.
Well, we did that to him in the dressing room today.
There you go.
And our players got a big kick out of it, and I think Skip did too.
So happy birthday, Skip. And all right, Coach, this first quarter is brought to you by H. Michael Sports, right down on Forsyth Avenue here in Monroe. All right, Coach, it's been a gauntlet of a schedule. We've talked about it at length over the first few weeks, and here comes Coach Hightower and his St. Thomas More Cougars, 120 of them on that roster, and they trot into Bill Ripple Stadium, and maybe the most complete game we've seen out of your Tigers to this point with a 30-7 victory.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt. It was probably our best performance all the way around. We did a lot of good things in the game. We were able to take the first drive and push it down the field and score and take the lead. And I think that's always big in one of those kind of games anyway. And then they moved the ball a little bit on us there in the first quarter and had it down on the goal line area. And we blitzed them, and I think the running back actually saw the blitzer coming and tried to make a sharp cut. And the ball bounced off a shoulder pad right to us, and we returned it, 90-something yards for a touchdown. Jaden Reed did, and really changed the momentum of the game and kind of got us settled in. And then from there we just we got after them pretty good on both sides of the ball. We were able to do what we needed to do running game wise. We were able to do what we wanted to do defensively, and that was limit their running game. And
big guys, Mossick number 2, and then had the speedy Bergeron number 5.
That's right.
Kind of a little 1-2 punch, and did a great job of really containing those guys.
No doubt.
Played well in the defensive backfield. I mean, just a complete game. It's good to see a couple of the Tiger players back. Juju Burns was back there in the defensive backfield for you. He had a couple of big hits, and he made an impact pretty much immediately. He did for you. Bringing back there, and special teams play came through. Just a
it has,
ball
and
game.
It's been big for us. Over the period of time that we've worked, and situational work that we've done, kicking game wise, and that was something we put a big emphasis on. And we needed to improve, and we've improved tremendously from the Jamboree to now in that area. All the way around, whether it's our coverage, whether it's our return teams, which one of them it is. And then the other thing that we put a huge emphasis on is, we had a really nice 2-minute drive right before half. We got a field goal out of it, and we put a huge emphasis on that. And then we took the ball with about 6 minutes and 30-something seconds left in the ball game and ran the clock all the way out. And that's a
long field.
From a long field, and that's where we started every day. And we don't put that much time on the clock, but we put over 3 minutes on the clock, and it's our 4-minute offense, and our guys executed it extremely well. And all it takes is a couple first downs in there when you're trying to run it out, and that's what we did. And it was extended this time, and really proud of our offense for being able to get that job. Those two things done. In the way they handled the situations.
Well, for the first, the first time this season, the defense holds their opponent under 10 points, and the offense keeps rolling. The fourth straight week of having 30-plus points or 30 or more points on the scoreboard. Let's get to some of the highlights. We got a few of them here from last Friday night. The first one, big screen play, St. Thomas More gets the opening kickoff. They drive to midfield. They punt to you, and then here's a nice screen pass on third down to Nichols.
Well, big third down, big third down right there, and did a nice job of getting downfield. And there you see our linemen down there doing a really good job of blocking and wide outs down the field, taking care of their business as well. And it's like I tell our guys, I mean, it ain't just because you're an offensive lineman do you block. I mean, it's going to take everybody on the field, whether it's a tailback at certain times or if it's the wideouts at certain times or the tight end or, just whoever it is, you're going to have to be doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you're going to create
scenes.
Roll
on every
you're going to create scenes for the running back, and so we got to be able to do a good job all the way around with that, and we did on that very play right there.
You did, and then the next play, you take a shot at the end zone. Parker Robinson finds Thomas
right
there in the middle of the field, and a nice little 35-yard touchdown.
It's a heck of a throw, what it is, and a really great catch right there because he throws it right in the seam, right over a defender's head, and it's something that I think Coach Ensminger's worked with Parker extremely hard on, and that's when to do what with the ball. You got to stick it in there. You got to get some air under it. Let them run under it, whatever it might be. And he's done a good job with Parker on that.
All right, next time, 3rd and long. This is your first defensive highlight of the night. Richard White almost with a pick here, and that kind of actually that's the that there was the. This is the fourth down.
Yeah,
this is the fourth down. The St. Thomas More.
It was.
Stopped on the fourth down. You had Jason Parker and Watkins and Reed all combined on that. You get the football
big
back.
Stop right there. Yeah.
Offense didn't get much going, punts it back, and then here on 3rd and long is where we get to Richard White.
Right.
And this kind of was a start of something. I mean that almost was a pick. I think you were +3 on the turnovers.
We were
last week.
Which is something that is one of our defensive goals as well. Is we'd like to have 12 takeaways during the course of a game, and that's including tackles for loss and those things. And it's really our first time to be able to achieve that goal in every ball game, in any ball game we've played so far. So again, just one of the things that we try to create during the course of the game, and our players did a good job with it. And that ball bangs right off Richard's face mask.
Well,
by the way, it's Richard's birthday today too.
So well, happy birthday!
We wished him a happy birthday as well.
It's been a lot of birthdays over the past few weeks. Okay, you trade punts. You end the first quarter, you're up 7-0, and then you come out here. St. Thomas More has the ball, tries a few deep balls. They punt it back to you. Wait a second, and then they drive down. And here's they drive down inside the 10, and here's that pitch.
Yep. Well, this is the one I was talking about. We're blitzing Connor and Jaden Reed, and the back saw Jaden and tried to cut the ball inside, and it bounced right off the back shoulder right to Jaden, which was a huge play in the course of the game. And, it kind of got it pretty much jump-started from there, and that kind of put the icing on the cake, so to speak.
It was like about an 88, 90-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown, and then it's 14-0 Neville. The next drive, little pressure up the middle. I think Brody Wiley with some pressure, and then Reese Reichart gets a pick off the tip.
Well,
or the hit. I mean, actually,
he did. It was off Brody. And the thing that is good about that, our guys did a good job of disguising what we were trying to do, and then it allowed Brody to be able to come free just by the two linebackers being up in the line of scrimmage like they were, and then obviously Reese reaped the benefits of it, and because Brody was able to get through there and hit the quarterback as he was trying to throw it, and a big play for us, another interception, another turnover, and give our offense a great field position.
That's turnover number 2 on the night. The very next play, you see Parker scrambling around a little bit. Does a nice job keeping himself behind the line of scrimmage, and then hits Thomas Campbell again for a nice game.
Right. Well, the good thing is Thomas kept it alive. He stayed alive with it, and runs through the guy, and Parker does a nice job of delivering the ball, and when you have the ability to be able to do those kind of things, our offensive line did a good job of protecting, gave Parker time. Again, it takes all 11 guys out there on the field to do their job, and So they did a good job, and he does a good job of delivering the ball. And then Thomas makes a nice catch and then runs through the guy, and, big first down again.
Roberson has a couple of runs, gets down there inside the 1, and then he goes ahead and pops it in for the score, makes it 21-0. Neville, and then we talked about, we're getting to that last final little 2-minute offense there at the end of the half, but it took the defense stepping up to stuff St. Thomas More here on 3rd and short, forcing them to punt the football away.
Right. Well, another big stand by our defense right there, and allowed us to have the opportunity to be able to go in the 2-minute mode, and again. I can't say enough about the way our team operated it. And, obviously, your goal is to score before the half, because we knew we were going to get the ball coming out the second half. And I think that's a 2-possession, opportunity for you right there to score at the end of the half, then score at the first drive of the second half. So, but we did a real good job of executing, and that was big for us.
To set that up, here's a screen pass. I think your screen game was working. You caught him in the right play call, the right time here, and here's Nichols again making some magic downfield.
I mean, he did. Jalen. We know what kind of back Jalen is. We know what kind of back,
and he gets out of bounds there at the end.
Again, there you go. It's part of the process, and part of being able to get the clock stopped without using a timeout, understanding what we're trying to do, and. I mean, it's something that we constantly work on, and his ability to be able to recognize what he needed to do and go ahead and do it was huge.
Yerger tacks on, I believe, a 28-yard field goal. You go into half, 24-0, and defense is pitching a shutout. Your offense is moving the football.
Right.
You got to feel pretty good about your guys there at the break.
Well, we did, and the one thing that you always worry about, with a team that's explosive like St. Thomas More is we can't get complacent just because we got a 24-0 halftime lead, and we got to go in there and make our adjustments, figure out what we can do better or what we can continue to do to move the ball and be able to stop them, and what we're going to have to do in the second half to be successful.
Hey, you come out, you get the football, but penalties kill. Your drive there offensively, you punt it away, and then Jaden Reed, who had himself a big night,
he did
had a nice pick right here.
It was a really nice play by Jaden.
Cam
deflects it,
deflecting,
really knocked it out of there. And that's the thing you got to really do is you got to put the nail in the coffin right there, and when we have that opportunity and get the ball in the plus end of the field. And that was one of the most probably negative things that we had all night after that was the drive. We had so many penalties in. I think that's
that
the
third quarter was if you had to start getting nitpicky, it was probably that third quarter of the penalties. We're not saying that.
Yeah, you're right.
I know
trust me.
You've gone over it a couple of times. So
I guess I better be quiet about the officiating.
A touchdown was called back. Roberson broke one and everything else. But, you get through St. Thomas More. Your defense is still playing well. You're forcing some 3-and-outs. You're not letting St. Thomas More back in the ballgame, even though you're making some mistakes or things weren't going your way.
We weren't very clean.
And you get the football back. You're driving down, and you got a fourth down deep in St. Thomas More territory, and then your quarterback Robinson hits Zealand right here for a big fourth down.
It was a big completion and good job of working the field. Parker did a good job of working the field and getting the ball back to Z right there. And, we have guys just continue to step up and continue to get better and continue to make plays, and which is important because we're going to need them before it's all said and done. Again, we had the same thing at tailback in the ball game. We started out with Jalen, and Jalen gets a stinger and got a pretty good one, and then gets gimped up, and then J-Rob comes in, and because we had rested Lim, because
who we'll talk to later on.
He's limped around all week in practice and wouldn't let him get out there, and
he didn't.
But anyway, he didn't look hurt when he ran, did he?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, that's what I told him. That's exactly what I told him too. But no, he and then we bring Lim in, and I mean he does a great job for us, and the rest is history. I mean he rushed for 99 or 100 yards, and he had a bum ankle, so we needed all three of them that night.
Exactly,
and that's like we talk about to our players. Hey, we never know when it's going to be you. You got the next man up, and you got to be ready to go, and you got to practice like you're a starter. And if you don't, then you're not ready to go. It kind of happened to one of them.
Well, TJ punched it in there from 2 yards out right here, and nice little tough run to punch it in. That makes it 30-0.
Yep.
And then you get into the fourth quarter, and you finally the defense allows a score on a crazy play right here. And I think we do have this. This is one where they drove down, and then the ball was actually deflected off of Juju, and then
went right through his hands.
And the receiver, I don't think he knew he had it until he rolled into the end zone. But that was
a big stop, too. It would have been a big stop for us.
It would have been a huge stop, but a crazy play. That's the only points you allow right there. And then to go out, St. Thomas More doing everything they can at the end of the game to get back into it. Had to do a lot of stuff to overcome that 30-7 deficit. But Juju comes up here big, and this ends are really this is a statement hit right there, and that's going to be from there. St. Thomas More can't get it from fourth down. The offense takes over, and you mentioned it in the open of the show. Your offense takes it 6 minutes plus down the field to run out the clock, and you could score there at the end. But at the end of the ball game's over. You could kneel on it.
That's right.
You go to victory formation, and the Tigers win this one 30-7.
Yeah, I think we ran the last 120 off the clock by kneeling, or the last 120.
Yeah,
I think.
So another quality win over another quality opponent. Things don't get much easier as across town. I guess some would call it a rival, but the Sterlington Panthers over there, the first time we've actually met Sterlington in the regular season, but a lot of familiarity with them, their coaches, their players, the kids know each other. Our first little local contest, if you will, coming up. We'll discuss that coming up in our fourth segment, but right now it's time for a break. When we return, we will have Neville coach, one of the new coaches, Andy Robinson, will join us here for his first time on Tiger Talk. We've got a lot of tough questions for Andy. I hope he's ready for them. So stay with us here on Sunday 98 and the Neville Tiger Network. We'll be right back after these messages.
Lily Joyce, Neville Class of 2024. I drive a Nissan Rogue from Sparks. Go Tigers.
Vincent Ware, Class of 2000. Sparks, Nissan, and Kia Sales. Maxima Driver. Go Tigers.
Kenya Dawson-Bennett, Neville High School, Class of 1993. I'm a proud Nissan Murano owner from Sparks Nissan. Go Tigers!
Our team knows the winning combination is always Neville Nation and Sparks Nissan Kia. Join the team today. Remember, hot deals start with Sparks.
You were an entrepreneur before you knew what an entrepreneur was. The boss of every stuffed animal in the toy box. The kid who had strategy and passion from day one. You ran a lemonade stand that actually turned a profit. Every day, Origin helps people like you who've always had the vision to see the full potential of any idea and make it happen. Connecting people to their dreams is our passion. Every great relationship has an origin story. Start yours today.
Whether you're dining in or grabbing to go, at Nukes, we love to share great food, to delight with new flavors, to celebrate every bite. Join us at Nukes Eatery.
Welcome to the Carpenter Health Network, where we can provide you with all your home health needs, promoting independent and healthy living at home with Stat Home Health.
Where advanced illness management is our specialty. Let us help you recover from your injuries, illnesses, and surgeries with our dedicated team of healthcare professionals.
Where we strive to make every day a good day at St. Joseph Hospice.
When it comes to quality care, it's always a touchdown with the Carpenter Health Network. We
are the network.
Imagine a world filled with love, laughter, and happiness. At the Tarver Braddock Foundation, we believe in the power of kindness. Inspired by Tarver's joyful spirit, we spread smiles through random acts of kindness. Join us in making the world a brighter place. Visit TarverBraddockFoundation.org to learn more and make a difference today. The Tarver Braddock Foundation. Share a smile, spread the love, and thank you for your support.
At Jim Taylor Buick GMC, it's not about us, it's about you. We know getting the right ride can be tough, but that's what we're here for. That's why we are dedicated to finding you the right look, the right size, and the right feel, all at the right price.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you root for. What unites us is stronger than what divides us. Come experience what we're all about at Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe.
In today's real estate market, you need an experienced team to navigate your buying and selling decisions. I'm Misty Hodge with Keller Williams Realty. Let my group use their combined 45 years. We know purchasing or selling a home can be a stressful experience, but not when you choose the Misty Hodge Group. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, give us a call. 318-348-5945 or go to mistyhodge.com. That's MISTIHAJJ.com. We support this community and go Tigers.
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
For 20 years, I've treated the local community as well as young to professional athletes, keeping them healthy and on the field. If you've ever thought about seeing a chiropractor or had neck pain, low back pain, or headaches, call Shell Chiropractic. See if me and my team can help you.
I'm Dr. Bud Boudreaux, and here at Shell Chiropractic, we offer non-invasive spinal decompression. If you or a loved one suffer from bulging herniated discs, spinal stenosis, or even sciatic symptoms, I encourage you to give our office a call here at Shell Chiropractic.
And welcome back, everybody. We're in the second quarter here on Tiger Talk, and Coach Collins is going to enjoy a hamburger steak here at Melvin's, and we welcome in new Neville coach, Coach Andy Robinson, into Tiger Talk. Man, I'm glad to see you. Welcome to the TV show.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you stopping by and talking to us for a little bit.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. I'm excited about it.
Well, look, Andy, coming over from St. Fred's, maybe let's start off talking about that transition from, it's not that you haven't coached in this level. You and Coach Collins have known each other for a long time. I think you were telling me at the break since back in 07?
Yeah, I believe 07 was our first year together. I took a job. I left Louisiana Tech and went to Kilgore High School with Mike Valerie as head coach, and Coach Collins was coming in the same time. So we spent a season over there in East Texas together, had a great year. I think we ended up in the quarterfinals that year. But, just got to be around him really coaching for the first time, known him for a long time. Obviously, my dad coaching in the area for a long time. They've crossed paths together. So, it was a great experience over there. And, that's where relationships started. And then, obviously Coach took over in the spring and things evolved till, he had some things available. We finally got together, I guess, in the summer. And that's when – late May, we made a decision to make a change and come to Neville High School and made a family decision with obviously having a son and two sons and Ryder, that's a fifth grader, and my wife Ashley, and we jumped in head first and been rolling ever since.
Well, here you are. We're glad to have you, and Parker obviously doing what he's done on the field has got to be a pleasant surprise, being able to bring it from maybe a 1A type competition into 5A, he gets thrown into the fire early, and you got to be proud of the development he's been making.
Yeah, he's worked hard at it, and obviously we got to the game a little late, coming in summertime, and these guys getting to go through spring together and having a lot of new additions in the staff. And but he's put in the work and kind of dedicated himself, and it's been a joy to watch him. I'm glad I'm not the one coaching him every day, and I think he's enjoying that part of it too. And but it's been a great experience so far, and we're hoping to keep building and keep it going.
I've noticed, and you mentioned it too earlier, you got a lot of new guys on the offensive side of the football, on the offensive staff. I mean, technically you're the passing game coordinator, but all three of you guys seem to work well as a group. Talk about, the bond. Did you know some of these guys before it happened, or how do you think y'all kind of bonded so quick?
Well, that's a good question, and I think when you the offensive room is what's important for us, and then obviously – walking into that room and being a head coach previously and coaching in some all-star games. I hired Coach Hunt as the offensive coordinator one year to coordinate the offense in that game. I hired Coach Campbell one time to coach the back end. I hired Coach Wallace, who's coaching defense, to coach the D-line. So I've known these guys for a while, but we've never really worked together. So like I said, walking in that room with a guy like Coach Johnson, who's been there for a long time, Coach Caesar, who played there, Coach Ensminger, who I didn't really know, just kind of knew him in passing and coaching, and then Coach Hunt, who, spent a little time with, but, we all fit to what we want to do. I think it starts with a level of respect. We've all competed against each other in different areas, and I think there's a big respect there, which translates, to forming relationships and actual caring about each other, and it's something that's happened actually really fast, starting with summertime, and we've been able to gel really well. And we obviously have arguments and disagreements, but I think when we walk out of that room, we got the best interest for the Neville Tigers in mind, and we want to win championships and we want to win games, and we want to build and continue to improve week to week. And I think that's the building in general, the offensive and the defensive side, and then obviously with the leadership of Coach Collins and his vision of how he wants to do it, and then Coach Herndon with his old man wisdom that he sprinkles in on us. It just fits. So it's enjoyable to come to work every day. You see us, and we greet each other, and we hug each other, and we celebrate, and it's genuine. And that's something that's happened, like I said, over the last couple of months, and we look forward to, continuing to build those relationships.
Well, that type of relationship can bleed over onto your team. You see your coaches getting along and being able to not only celebrate together, but also resolve differences together. It's
no question.
In a team environment, not everybody agrees 100% of the time.
Yeah, we talked about that early, and obviously we've had some success, and we talked about the bumps that you have, and that's life in general. Everything's not going to be smooth and go the way you want it to go, but when the bullets are flying and things are difficult, we like to look around as coaches and see who's standing there with us, and those are guys we can count on, and I think this team has continued to gel with that. Obviously they're new to us too, and we're learning the things that they do and the way they compete, but we're all buying in right now, which needs to happen. And when they put those black hats on, we're all for the Neville Tigers, and like I said, it's going in the right direction right now.
Now, you talk about starting back in Kilgore after you left Tech. Take us through and where all have you been?
Well, I don't know how much time you got, but definitely, like I said, it started for me. I graduated from Riverfield Academy and signed with Louisiana Tech in 1998.
Yeah, you talked about your dad. He was honored there at the Bayou Jam at the Lifetime Achievement Award. That was a pretty good honor. I know he's proud of that. So were y'all.
Yeah, it was great. It was pretty cool for him. He done a lot of service in the area, so to be recognized for that service was a cool award for him. And I didn't fortunately get to play for him my last 2 years. Like I said, I transferred, and there was a unique situation, and finished. And he got to watch me, and I think he enjoyed that. Kind of like I'm enjoying it right now. And it was something that was pretty cool. But like I said, I went to Louisiana Tech, played there, got on as a grad assistant there for a few years. Jack Bicknell was the head coach. 2005, I was outside linebackers recruiting coordinator, coaching there. The season we had a head coaching change, so in college that means you need to relocate. and landed in East Texas where I recruited, and we lived over there for a couple of years and working with Coach Valerie, who was awesome, and Chris Valerie was offensive coordinator, and just some really good football and really good high school football coaches. You know, it was a great place to go and just learn and learn how to do a program, learn how to, you know, participate in the school and just really how to do things from the ground up. And came back to Monroe in 2009. John Carr was the head coach of Ouachita. Yeah. And was there up to the 16 season, maybe 15. Coach Ball, who I'd met when I was in Kilgore, gets the head coaching job at Ruston High School and left to go be his offensive coordinator there, and was there for a year and a half, and then had a head coaching opportunity. Yeah. And you know, and then to be here, you know, this summer and make the transition. So, you know, I've coached at all the different levels and seen a lot of football. Like I said, you know, it's been a pleasure for me. Each week's different. You know, me and Coach Hunt talked last week. I'm like, hey, you ever played St. Thomas More? He said, never played them. I said, me either, you know. So we were excited to play St. Thomas More. Yeah. And this week, you know, we sitting there Sunday. I said, hey, you ever played against Sterlington? He said, no. I said, me either. So we're excited to play Sterlington. We've heard about them for years and the things they've done and seen their team. So we're excited to take the Neville Tigers to Sterlington come Friday night.
You know, when you talk about it, and us, you know, the old Neville people that I'm sure you've started to you be around. You understand what we mean by that. But, I mean, you talk about that Neville coaching tree from Coach Brown and Coach Ruppel and all that. You know, you get out of Tech, you're over in Kilgore, and then you're playing for Mike Valerie, who coached under
Coach
Brown and all those guys, and Coach Collins. Everybody, it's amazing. It's kind of like when you leave town, you always meet somebody from Monroe somewhere or something like that. But that coaching tree and those fingers always come back, and it's amazing to me how so many of you guys end up back here at Neville.
Yeah, well, there's some deep roots, obviously, and there's some great, you know, historic and some great coaches and connections that's been here. And, you know, when you have head coaches in place for a long time, like Coach Ruppel and Coach Brown, they're going to come in contact with a lot of people and players and coaches and families, and you know, those things stretch on as you go, and the longer you're around, the more those things tend to stretch. So yeah, there's a lot of great people and traditions that are in place. It's been awesome to get to see those things, to go to my first pep rally this year, to experience, you know, the things that we do that make us different and make our school a different place. And like I said, it's just been enjoyable. I'm just trying to meet as many people as I can and get to know people and you know, as well as coach the guys and get the best team we can put out there on offense.
Well, we're glad you're here. You know, I've known you for the last few years. You know, lived down the street from my brother, so we run cross paths a lot. But we are glad that you're here and hope you sticking around for a while. Yeah. So I know it's going to be fun over the next few years. To say the least. So
well, thank you. I appreciate it and appreciate all the work that you guys do. I know it's a lot of people that tune in and watch, you know, the games and the broadcast. You guys do a good job getting it together.
Well, I appreciate it. It's, you know, everybody, it's all Will Enders.
That's it. He's the man behind the curtain.
That's right. He's the wizard. Okay, thanks, Andy. We appreciate you stopping by. When we come back from this break, we're going to talk with a couple of players. We got TJ Lemons and Anzelone Perkins that had some big plays over the past few weeks. Can't wait to catch up with them. Folks, this is Tiger Talk. We'll be back after these messages.
For over 140 years, football has been America's favorite pastime. Jim Taylor Buick GMC understands the importance of keeping traditions alive. Cheers may change, mascots may change, rivalries may change. But one thing remains the same. The best seat at the game will always be the tailgate of a vehicle from Jim Taylor.
Come experience what we're all about at Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe.
Call David's Mobile Detail and Power Wash for all your detailing and power washing needs and soft washing capabilities, too. They detail cars, trucks, ATVs, UTVs, boats, and even planes. They offer commercial and residential hot water power washing on nearly all surfaces, including concrete, wood, and stucco. Give them a call, 547-3233, or visit them online at davidsmobiledetail.com or stop by 2501 Washington Street in Monroe. David's Mobile Detail and Wash, proud supporter of Neville Tiger football.
Everyone deserves a beautiful smile, and at Caples & Robinson Orthodontics, we're here to help you achieve just that. Dr. Caples and Dr. Robinson have over 50 years of combined education and experience and use advanced modern technology to provide high-quality care for all of our patients. We prioritize outstanding customer service and work hard to make every patient feel comfortable and confident in their treatment. Whether you're a child, a teenager, or an adult, we've got you covered. So why wait? Call us today to schedule your appointment and start your journey towards a beautiful, confident smile with Caples and Robinson Orthodontics.
Imagine a world filled with love, laughter, and happiness. At the Tarver Braddock Foundation, we believe in the power of kindness. Inspired by Tarver's joyful spirit, we spread smiles through random acts of kindness. Join us in making the world a brighter place. Visit TarverBraddockFoundation.org to learn more and make a difference today. The Tarver Braddock Foundation. Share a smile, spread the love, and thank you for your support.
Mama DeLuca's pizzas are custom made, fresh to order right in front of you. We offer 3 different sizes of pizzas, 9, 12, or 14 inch. Mama DeLuca's pizza is prepared to your order. The pizza cooks in less than 3 minutes. We have 16 different toppings to choose from, 8 unique sauces to complete your pizza. In addition to pizzas, we offer to our customers boneless wings with your choice of a dipping sauce. Mama DeLuca's Pizza offers delicious garlic Parmesan breadstick, freshly made to order pasta bowls. We're Mama DeLuca's Pizza in the Subway on Lammy Lane, and we hope to see you soon.
Hey Tiger fans, craving something delicious? Swing by the Sonic Drive-In on North 18th Street in Monroe for the ultimate drive-in experience. From classic burgers and crispy tots to slushes and frozen treats, we've got it all. And here's the best part, we're proud to support Neville High School athletics. Whether you're fueling up after the big game or cheering on our Tigers, Sonic is your go-to spot for great food and community spirit. Come see us today where every order supports our local champions.
Catherine Joyce, Neville High School class of 1998, Spars customer. Go Tigers!
Amaya Dawson, Neville High School class of 2019, owner of a Nissan Sentra from Sparks Nissan. Go Tigers!
Will Shelby, class of 97, Sparks GM, Titan driver. Go Tigers!
Our team knows the winning combination is always Neville Nation and Sparks Nissan Kia. Join the team today. Remember, hot deals start with Sparks.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see him in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight? We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
And we're back here live from Melvin's Restaurant as we are every Wednesday night at 6:30. Stewart Shelby, and now joined by a couple of the Tiger seniors here. Right immediately to my left is senior running back TJ Lemons, and next to him is number 50, Anzelone Perkins. Guys, welcome to Tiger Talk.
Yes, sir. Happy to be here.
Yeah, we are definitely happy for you guys to be here. And Anzelone, I'll start with you. You know, that Tiger defensive line seems to be keep rolling. You guys have doing a lot of damage. But starting off this year, though, there was a lot of running. That weight program that Coach Herndon put you through this summer was paying off because you guys had a couple of quarterbacks to chase in the first 3 weeks, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
And you caught a couple of them. I mean, you got a few sacks and everything else. But talk about maybe the challenge of those running quarterbacks. At least, you know, St. Thomas More, he didn't run around like the first three guys.
Yes, sir. Some of the quarterbacks, they was just like really fast, but like the stuff we do at practice, it trains us to like be able to cut some of the quarterbacks off, like when they're running. Mm-hmm. Some of the stuff we do at practice is to prevent it's for us to prevent the quarterback from running.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to get up the line and stay in your lanes to prevent them from escaping right there. And TJ, Man, it seems like every time you look up, especially last year, you're coming up and scoring touchdowns and things like that, and then the next thing you know, you're a feature back here in your senior year. Talk about that transition, starting from, freshman all the way up here to your senior year.
So, last year I wasn't really.
You're good.
Last year I wasn't really, playing as much, but this year I see that I have more of a role this year, and I've stepped up into it, able to help our team, score touchdowns, and, I just see myself as a key part to our team whenever, I'm needed.
Well, and you're doing a great job. I mean, Neville has a history of some backs, maybe smaller in stature than most, but run hard, and I've been impressed by your tenacity and your intensity, and it seems like you'll be able to find a few holes, and once you see one, you see a little bit of daylight. It doesn't take much for you to get through it.
Yes, sir. I use my speed to know, my advantage because, I'm not as big as everybody else, but, I play hard and I play tough, and, that's what matters.
You've got a stable of running backs, they say, with Jalen and you, and now Roberson getting in the mix, and then we even saw, I believe, Caston get in there right there. So you've definitely complemented each other, and really with you and Nichols as that 1-2 punch, it's made the offense this year maybe a little bit more balanced than maybe it has been in the past few years.
Yeah, because, most defenses, they have to try to contain both of us, and, us being both great running backs, we make it pretty hard for, most defenses that we go against.
Now, Anzelone, you've had a couple of sacks this year.
Yes, sir.
And let's talk about your compadres on that defensive line. Jason has had a breakout season here. Brody has had a good year, and there are a couple of more guys. I mean, y'all rotating about 5, 6, 7 guys through there, right?
Yes, sir. We got Keontae, Jordan Fobbs, and Dylan Hawkins.
And I think I saw Malik Grayson.
Oh yeah, Malik Grayson too, yes, sir.
As well. So I mean, I said 6 or 7. It's actually about 8 or 9 guys running through there.
Yes, sir.
By design, keeping y'all's legs fresh. I mean, you guys are working hard every play.
Yes, sir. Coach Courtney believes that if they can play, then he's going to put them in. He don't discriminate on size, how big, how small. If you can play, you're going to get in the game.
Well, and it definitely shows. I mean, you look up, it's kind of hard to call y'all on the network because you look up and there's a different guy getting a sack or a different guy getting a pressure or a hurry. What is the best part of playing that interior line? I mean, do you pride yourself more maybe on stopping the run, or is it better to get a sack?
I pride myself on stopping the run and splitting double teams because I just like the contact.
You like the contact?
Yes, sir.
Well, when you get a sack, is there something? Now, in high school, you can't do like a celebration or anything like that. But if you were able to, is there a guy in the NFL that you like, or have you got something prepared for that one time that maybe you'll get to do a celebration?
No, sir. I haven't really thought about it because if we do it, then
it's good. Good answer. It's a good answer right there. Good go. Right there. TJ, you've broken some long runs. When you get outside, talk about that feeling when you see like nothing but green grass in front of you. You make a cut and you look up and there's nobody there. I mean, is there a better feeling as a football player?
Nah, because, honestly, just hitting that end zone, it's just a great feeling to get in the end zone and score. And once I see nothing but grass, I just, I take off and score touchdowns.
Now, out of the backfield, would you prefer, maybe catching one out of the backfield, like a wheel route type deal, or do you want to make that cut on a handoff or a quick pitch or something like that, or do you care, you just want the ball?
Just give me the ball.
Just give you the ball, and that thing, and it'll take care of itself, right?
I can do either one, and I'll make it happen.
Well, one of the things I've noticed about y'all in that offensive backfield too is y'all's ability to block. You're throwing the ball a little bit more consistently this year, and being able to pick up some extra men, some blitzers, things like that. Talk about that, and maybe your progression as a blocker to help protect Parker.
In practice, pretty much, we have a lot of days where we focus on blocking as in endo and team. We have like blitz situations where the defense brings pressure, and our job is pretty much to pick up any outside pressure. And we get pretty good at that, and we're able to show it in the game.
So when Anzelone breaks through, you're going to pick him up. He's going to take you, right?
No, sir.
No, he's not. Y'all aren't going up against each other that much, I know. But all right, so as we are close to wrapping up here on this third segment, this third segment is brought to you by Walk-Ons and Small Sliders there in West Monroe. But let's maybe focus off of football. Let's see, favorite teacher or your favorite class or something at Neville off the football field. No coach. You can't take any coaches right here.
I'll start with this one. I say my favorite class is my biology 2 class, Miss Bibby. That's almost my easiest class. And she engages with the students and all those things, and her class is just fun.
It's good. Hear a lot of things, good things about Miss Bibby. How about you, TJ?
I say the same thing because we take the same class, and it's just in that class it's a pretty funny class, and like he said, she engages with us, she has conversations with us outside of just teaching, and it's pretty overall just fun.
Hey, well look, I've enjoyed watching you two develop as players and young men over the past few years, and looking forward to a big senior year. More to come, right guys?
Yes, sir.
All right, well look, best of luck to both of you here and this season coming up, and also in the future. I'm glad you got to stop by and talk with us here on Tiger Talk. All right. Anzelone Perkins, TJ Lemons. How about a round of applause for these two young men as we move to our final break of the night. We're going to bring Coach Collins back in. We're going to talk about this Friday's matchup versus the Sterlington Panthers. So stay tuned for that. We'll be right back. We're live from Melvin's Restaurant. Stay with us.
We know you. You were the kid in the garage taking everything apart just to see how it worked. The teenager who stayed up late brainstorming and put it all in a business plan. You knew how to build a great team and then lead it. Origin helps entrepreneurs like you every day, from the corner of the garage to the corner office. Connecting people to their dreams is our passion. Every great relationship has an origin story. Start yours today.
At Jim Taylor Buick GMC, it's not about us, it's about you. We know getting the right ride can be tough, but that's what we're here for. That's why we are dedicated to finding you the right look, the right size, and the right feel, all at the right price.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you root for. What unites us is stronger than what divides us. Come experience what we're all about at Jim Taylor Buick GMC in Monroe.
Hi, Christian Creed, your local injury attorney here. Creed & Creed is proud to partner with your local Pro Bowler and Dallas Cowboy, Kevontae Turpin.
Thanks, Christian. If you've ever been injured in a car wreck or big truck wreck, you've got to go with Christian Creed. Take it from a local guy. Don't call no out-of-town attorney. Get home field advantage with Creed & Creed, your local injured attorney. Call 387-5800 today. And remember,
Creed & Creed is all you need.
Tiger fans, come visit Subway Steve, Connie, and Adam at the locally owned Subway and Mama DeLuca's Pizza at the corner of Tower and Lammy Lane in Monroe. Whether you're in the mood for a fresh made-to-order sub or a hot, delicious slice of pizza, we've got something for everyone. And we're not just about great food, we're proud supporters of Neville High School athletics. So whether you're grabbing lunch or celebrating a Tiger victory, stop by Subway and Mama DeLuca's and tell them that the Neville Tiger Network sent you.
At Nukes, we believe in giving you extra. Extra flavor to satisfy your cravings. Extra choices so you can personalize your meal. Extra quality by offering premium protein such as all-natural chicken, shrimp, steak, and Atlantic salmon. Extra service that will make you feel right at home. We love sharing our family recipes with our guests, and that's why at Nukes, we give you extra with every bite.
For 20 years, I've treated the local community, as well as young to professional athletes, keeping them healthy and on the field. If you've ever thought about seeing a chiropractor, or had neck pain, low back pain, or headaches, call Shell Chiropractic. See if me and my team can help you.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases, every kind of home furniture, and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
At Marion State Bank, we're committed to the growth of our community, starting with education. From elementary to high school and beyond, we invest in the growth of our students. Because strong roots begin with empowered minds, from local classrooms to high school athletics, and supporting college dreams. Marion State Bank, rooted in education and local athletics. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome to the Carpenter Health Network, where we can provide you with all your home health needs, promoting independent and healthy living at home with Stat Home Health.
Where advanced illness management is our specialty. Let us help you recover from your injuries, illnesses, and surgeries with our dedicated team of healthcare professionals.
Where we strive to make every day a good day at St. Joseph Hospice.
When it comes to quality care, it's always a touchdown with the Carpenter Health Network. We
are the network.
And once again, we're back for the final quarter here on Tiger Talk. We've been live here at Melvin's Restaurant throughout the entire night. We are every Wednesday at 6:30, so come here, grab a bite to eat, hear about last week, talk about the upcoming game. It's always a good time here. Melvin and his crew take very good care of us as well as very good care of you. They're open Monday through Saturday. So stop by and see them. You don't have to just come on Wednesday nights, but it's always good to see everybody on Wednesday nights. This fourth quarter is brought to you by our good friends at the Carpenter Health Network, our St. Joseph's Hospice Care, as well as Stat Home Health. All right, Coach, we mentioned it briefly there early on. The Tigers come into Week 5, 4-0. No byes this week. And
no byes.
We do another road trip. At least it's a short one. Just up 165 north to take on the Sterlington Panthers, and a team that we're familiar with. A lot of coaches know each other, but a team that we've never played in a regular season contest.
Right. I mean, we played them the last 2 years in the Jamboree. Been really, really good contests. And we look forward to the challenge. Obviously, they do things differently offensively from, what we've seen in the past 3 weeks, or 4 weeks. And it's been kind of amazing, the transitions that we made. We go from throwing it every down to, last week they were more of a running football team, but not option football team. Now we face an option football team, and it's always tough to defend just because you have to be tremendously disciplined. You don't see it a whole lot anymore. And so there are always challenges, and they present big challenges to you just by the way they try to formation you and what they try to do and where they try to go with the football.
Well, Sterlington's had a lot of success over the past few years. Actually, got the best of us last year in that Jamboree we played over there at Sterlington, or actually the one at
2 years ago
at our place. That's right. But, I mean, it's not that we've got, but going to Sterlington, playing a full contest, there's defensively, this is a team that's been in a few battles. I mean, they come in with a 1-3, or 2-2 record. I think it's 1-3. Either way, they had a big battle with West Washita, another a larger school. Just couldn't quite pull that one out. West Washita is kind of on a roll this year, but I watched their coach's show a little bit last night. Coach Doty was mentioning about how they're finally getting better. They got a lot of youth on that team after graduating a lot of players last year.
Well, I mean, it's always a challenge. Anytime you have the success that they've had, and to continue the success that the expectations that they have for their program. And, Coach Doty and his staff have done an outstanding job of, continuing to play at that top level that they've played at over the last, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years now. Predominantly been in the Superdome, quite a few times out of those years. And, had tremendous success winning it. And, hats off to them for the way they've continued to play, and that they've played a very, very tough schedule. They're 2-2. 2-2. But have played teams way out of their division, and with us included, and played very formidable.
Yeah,
in those ball games. Played Washita,
West Washita.
They beat Rayville, and but the thing that I see about his football team is, is they play hard every single snap. It didn't matter whether they were getting beat by Washita, where they were, at what point of the ball game they were in. They were continuing to play hard on offense and defense, and so that says a lot about the mentality of their players. They're going to play for the full 48 minutes, and anytime you play somebody that you play for the full 48 minutes, you better be ready to buckle it up and do it yourself. And so that's the challenge for us, is to be able to play for the full 48 minutes.
It's going to be a big crowd over there at Sterlington. They've got a lot of construction, the success of the program. Adding on a few things. They got construction on their baseball field, their softball field, new locker rooms, and the construction of a new, pretty much kind of like the field house at Neville, where meeting rooms, locker rooms, all that stuff. So it's going to be a little challenging, maybe getting over there and parking, but there's a lot of space out there at Sterlington. You might have to walk a little bit, but there's a lot of space out there at Sterlington High School, and I know you guys, your coaches and players, definitely want to look up and see a nice crowd there. It is a good place to watch a football game.
Right.
A lot of tradition over the past few years.
Well, I'm sure we'll have a great crowd. I mean, we had a tremendous crowd last Friday night. And, our people were just, and I know our players are always ecstatic when you come out and you see the stadium full, and of our people. And, I don't know that they brought as many as I thought they probably would.
Yeah.
But anyway, that being the case, our crowd was tremendous. Our support groups are always there to support us, and they do a fantastic job. I watched our cheerleaders practice before out there that Friday afternoon. I watched our Bingle Bells practice out there that Friday afternoon, trying to get ready. Our band was out there practicing, so they just put a tremendous amount of work and time in, just to put on the performance that they put on for us as a football team and program. And we couldn't be more proud to have them as part of our organization as we are.
Yeah, it definitely shows the passion and the effort that those not the extracurricular groups, but the ancillary groups that support this football team and everything. It's not just football. There's a lot of groups going on. We got the volleyball team doing some great things as well going on right now. So, well, Coach, you get through this. Do you have any feelings about maybe a letdown or anything coming on? I don't want to put any deal. I mean, how do you kind of guard against that going into week?
I think
week
that's
5 before you start district.
That was my message to the players on Monday is, you can't worry about the outside noise, and, everybody's going to pat you on the back and tell you how good you are and how good, everything's going, and, how successful you are and all that. But yet we got to line up play again this week. And the most important thing for us is our preparation for Sterlington. And it's not about what happened last week. It's not about what happened 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. It's about what's happening today and right now in our ball game, and what we're concerned with is Sterlington. And that's all we can be concerned with.
Tickets for Friday night's game, they can be purchased at the school. What is it?
Tomorrow.
And
tomorrow they can be purchased at the school tomorrow and Friday at the ticket office outside in the stadium.
Okay.
And so we encourage everyone that wants to buy a ticket to come on, and you can get it
Get 'em
there.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get them there at the stadium. That way you don't have to wait to get in the line to get them at Sterlington. You can get them now, and it doesn't help us any
Yeah.
you know, in the sales of it. But at the same time, it's convenient for our people.
So it saves the time
Yeah.
of waiting in line.
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Also, a clear bag policy is in effect.
Any
there
Ouachita Parish,
at the Ouachita Parish schools.
Period.
So I know my wife found her a nice clear bag with something, and I was like, okay, that's great, another purse. But either way, it's the clear bag policy. All right, Coach. Well, look, good luck this Friday night. I know a lot of Tiger fans will be there to enjoy that one, and you know, thanks once again. For hanging out with us.
Well, I appreciate
for an
it.
hour here.
And we're thankful for all our sponsors and the people that really support the Neville Tiger program, and can't say enough about them and what they do for our players.
Well, thank you, Coach Collins. All right, Tigers in action this Friday night over at Sterlington. We want you to travel over and watch this one in person. If you can't, you can watch it on the Neville Tiger Network, or you can listen to it right here on Sunny 98.3. For Coach Collins and all of our guests, I'm Stewart Shelby saying good night from Melvin's. We'll see you Friday night.